everybody, I'm Jared.
I'm Dan.
You're watching Grab a Gear, and today we are going to be comparing the 2022 Rav4 Prime versus the Rav4 Hybrid.
Hybrid.
Yeah, whatever. So enjoy some quick pictures. Here you go. This is what we're working on.
Just to get started, we're going to let you know we're going to run through 3 different scenarios in comparing these cars. Scenario 1 is just gasoline only. It's just pure hybrid mode. You're not going to be plugging in or charging the Prime. It's just you're going to the pump and just driving normal every day. That's all it's going to be. Exactly. So it'll just be on EPA ratings for both vehicles. Then scenario 2 is going to be a 50-50 split. We're doing a 6,000 miles electric, 6,000 miles gas for your 12,000 miles combined per year. Then scenario 3 is going to be almost nearly maximum EV on the Prime. We're going to do 92% of the EV at 40 miles of charge. So you're going to get 11,000 miles of electric range and 1,000 miles on the gas motor for the Prime. We'll be comparing that to our just normal driving of the hybrid.
That's right.
All right, here we are, starting with the 2022 Rav4 Hybrid base. I believe it's the SE, but it's just a base model hybrid. Nothing fancy. Our base price is $29,600. We're going to do 12,000 miles driven per year. Our EPA rating there is 41 in the city and 38 on the highway with a 14.5 gallon fuel tank. And both fuel tanks are the same size on the hybrid and on the Prime. We're going to say we're doing 4 oil changes for the year across our 12,000 miles. So our yearly fuel expenditure for 12,000 miles at our 41 miles per gallon is going to be 292.7 gallons. And right now it's about $3.50 a gallon. So we're talking $1,024.45. So about $1,025 a year just for fuel to drive the hybrid around. You'll have 0 electric costs because you're not paying anything for electric since you're just driving around. We have a cargo capacity with the rear seats up of 37.5 cubic feet. With the rear seats folded down, you have 69.8 cubic feet of cargo capacity. So for the year, we have our yearly expenditure of gasoline at $1,024.45. Our total maintenance cost of 4 oil changes at $320 per year. 0 electric costs for the year. So the cost of the vehicle for the year is $72,64.41. It's just our $29,600 across a 5-year loan with 0%, so 60 months. So yearly was $72.64. That's per month without fuel or maintenance at $493.33 a month. So with all your combined of fuel and oil changes in your vehicle payment per month, you're talking $605.37 per month for the Rav4 Hybrid.
Just so you guys are aware, what we're actually going to be basing all these pricing off of for the vehicle, okay, is 60 months at 0% interest. So if we say the monthly payment, that is the 60 months, 0%, and that's because we don't know your finances. So now that that's cleared up, let's get right to the hybrid.
But you can always do better, make more money.
So here we are, guys, with the 2022 Rav4 Prime. We're going to be going over all the numbers. Real quick, Dan, did you talk about the towing?
I did not.
Okay, so I'm just going to throw it out there real quick, guys. The Rav4 Hybrid tows 1,750 pounds. The Prime tows 2,500 pounds. So base price, $40,300. Good luck with that. I couldn't find one. That includes a $7,500 tax credit. I had to do a lot of editing right there, so hopefully what just happened made sense. This is the cost of the vehicle, $40,300. You qualify for a $7,500 tax credit according to intuittax.com, which brings the total cost of this vehicle down to $32,800. Okay? 12,000 miles, just like the hybrid. EPA rating, 38 in the city. Good question, actually, what it is on the highway. Probably 38 also, I don't know. 94 MPGE, because they don't give us that number. So there you go, guys. 14.5 gallon fuel tank, 42 miles of EV range, but we played it safe and backed it down to 40 miles. 18 kilowatt hour battery with only 15 usable. We did 2 oil changes at $80 a pop, $160 for the year. Now the reason that's different is it still is a hybrid, but it is going to run some on electric. It's just going to. It's a Prime. Fuel for the year, $315.80 at 315 gallons, 0.8 at $3.50 a gallon, 1,105. The difference between this Prime and the hybrid.
And that's just a quick reminder that this is all fuel on the Prime. That's why the fuel consumption is so high.
Correct. That's because MPG is actually worse than on the hybrid. Electric cost in Colorado, disclaimer, we have peak, off-peak. We're using peak and we're using Xcel Energy in Western Colorado, is 0.10 cents per kilowatt hour, so a dime per kilowatt hour. Cargo space, 33.5 cubic feet and 63.2 cubic feet with the seats down. In comparison to the other one, 33.5 to 37.5. 63.2 compared to 69.8 cubic feet. So let's go further down into this gas for the year. $1,105 and some change, maintenance of $160. Electric costs, because we're not plugging it in at all. That means we're not actually using the Prime how it's supposed to be used. $0. Cost of the vehicle. This is where I'm going to edit for a second. Be right back. Okay, hopefully I did some good editing there and threw a car up or something. There's a lot of numbers down here, so I'm going to go over it real quick. The cost of the vehicle with the tax incentive, but no maintenance or fuel for the entire year, $6,560, okay? Without the tax incentive, without maintenance, fuel, etc., is $8,060 for the year. Let's compare that real quick. $7,264 for the normal hybrid. Big difference right here. Big difference. This is, dude, that's over $800 more than the hybrid. Okay, let's move on. With maintenance included, right? For just the car and maintenance for the year, with the tax credit, you're at $78.25 and some change. Without the tax credit, you guys ready for this? $9,325 a year without tax incentive, compared to $7,264. That's that's an astronomical difference. Monthly, let's break it down. For just the car, with the tax incentive, $546 and some change, compared to $605 and some change for the hybrid. No, that's without maintenance.
Yeah, that's just a car. That were those.
Oh, okay. So $546 without maintenance, with the tax and credit, compared to $493. Sorry, guys, there's a lot of numbers. Without the tax credit, $671 compared to $493. That's a massive difference. Now, monthly plus maintenance, with the tax credit, with maintenance, $652.11. Again, $605.37 with maintenance on the hybrid. And that's going to be fuel cost. Without the tax credit, $777.11 compared to $605.37. So in this scenario, I'm going to point it out where you are not using the Prime for why you bought the Prime. You bought it to drive it in electric, and this is gas hybrid only. You never plug it in. Worst case scenario, here it is. I'm going to be the first to say the hybrid would be the best option if you lived in an apartment and you couldn't plug it in or something. So, worst case scenario, let's move on to the other ones.
All right, we're on situation 2. 1, 2. Haha. But situation 2, 50-50 split. So you're doing 6,000 miles in EV, 6,000 miles in gas for the year. Just an nice even split. So 6,000 miles at 38 miles a gallon, we're gonna do 157.9 gallons, still at $3.50 a gallon about.
And I'm going to stop right there. Obviously, we could have changed that a little bit because it would still get a little bit better than that, I believe. But we're going worst case scenario.
Yeah. So we're calling that 552.65 per year in fuel for your 6,000 miles. Now, when it comes to your electric, your kilowatt hours used across your 40-mile fill-up versus the 42-mile range, we're going to count 43.5 kilowatt hours for the year. At 10 cents a kilowatt hour, that's $214.35 per year in electricity at 10 cents a kilowatt hour. So our total energy expenditure for fuel and electricity is $767 for the year with an even electric and gas split on mileage.
And I want to point it out. Here is 1,105 for just gas, no electric. So this is lower than worst case scenario over here.
Absolutely. So without our tax incentive, but including our maintenance, we're sitting at $89.87 for the year. So almost $8,900 or almost $9,000 for the year. So that's $748.92 a month. With the tax incentive, it drops quite a bit. So it's $7,487 per year, or $623.92 per month. And that's including your energy cost and everything else with an even 50-50 split on mileage.
Now, what is it over there? What are the
But
hybrid
against,
costs?
but against our hybrid cost over here, though, for everything for the month, for everything tax and everything else, you're talking $605.37.
Compared to $623.92.
Yeah.
So again, the hybrid takes,
The hybrid is just going to be cheaper overall so far. But we have one more situation where the tables, we finally get a win for the Prime.
that's right. Let's jump right in.
All right.
Here we go.
Situation
three, okay? Let's pretend you live exactly 20 miles from work. You drive to work 20 miles, you drive home 20 miles, boom, every day pretty much.
And you're so hard, you don't need your HVA system in the car.
That's right, you are hard as a rock. So 92% of your miles for the entire year are done in EV at 40 miles per charge. Gives you 11,000 miles of EV range, 4,125 kilowatt hours used for that 11,000 miles, equals $412.50 of electric cost for the entire year, right? Now, obviously the gas motor turns on every now and then. You take a little bit longer drive out to grandma's house or something. 1,000 miles total in gas, 26.32 gallons of gas used total for the whole year equals 92.12 gas. I can't read. Means your total energy cost for the year, $504.62. So, without the tax credit included, you're at for the year $8,724 and some change, $727 and some change for the month. With the tax credit, $7,224 and some change, and monthly $602.05. What was the total over there?
$605.37.
There you go, $605.37, and that's driving a hybrid every day compared to $602.
We did it, guys. You can buy 2 hot and spices a month on your Prime.
There you go. See, you did it. So that's what it comes down to, guys. How the vehicle's used.
Absolutely.
If you are gonna just drive and drive and drive and not plug it in, why would you ever buy a Prime? It's just the truth. If you can do everything with a hybrid, you should. Why waste? Is an astronomical number, plus massive markups nowadays on the Primes. And I can say that because I just bought one.
And
So-
even the Prime, unless you're going to buy it new where you actually get the tax credit,
Exactly.
yeah.
And I'm telling you guys, get on Carvana right now, name drop, there we go. Look it up. It is craziness. This number, 40,000, impossible.
Yeah.
Completely impossible. So, telling you right now, hybrid, my opinion, we're gonna cut and talk about this, hang on. Well, after a solid 13 seconds of talking it over, we've decided there's a pretty clear winner. Yeah, the RAV4 Hybrid is the winner.
It's just the price bit difference is too big for it to overcome.
Exactly. It's not like other vehicles. Check out the rest of it. Thing is here, guys, if you're like me, we live in a smaller town where we can drive all the way across town and back on electric. It makes fantastic sense to go with a Prime. At the same time, if you're like me and you have solar panels on your house, you don't pay the electric costs. Again, makes sense. We get rid of all those electric costs that we did. It does change the equation a lot.
But that's such a small use case scenario for how most people are going to drive. Unless you can like just run electric the entire year, sure, but that's just not going to be practical for most people.
Exactly. So, 1 point for the RAV4 Prime, 2 points for the Hybrid. And sadly, because I just bought a RAV4 Prime, I'm now realizing I messed up. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, guys, there we go. That's our presentation on what we think is a better buy, the RAV4 Hybrid or the RAV4 Prime. Go ahead, Dan.
I was going to say, we totally forgot to cut in and show the cargo differences.
You're right.
So you're going to have to edit that. Sucker!
We'll edit that in at some point. You'll see it. Anyways, guys, so make sure you guys like, subscribe,
Like,
and I know that I'm going to have to do a lot of editing, but that's fine.
it'll be fine.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, let us know. And if you guys disagree with this, let us know why. Show us where we messed up.
Yeah, and let us know your experience. Like, are you doing better in 38, how you're combined, and if you get a Prime or not, or if you actually got a screaming deal, if you could actually find it for MSRP, that'd be actually pretty impressive.
And I would actually like to hear from people who have a RAV4 Prime. What is your range on electric? Is it 42? Is it 40? Is it 38? Is it 75? I've seen every bit of that on YouTube and people showing upwards of 70 miles on a charge. So is it possible? Also watch for another video of that. All right, guys, until the next one, we'll see you soon.
Y'all ain't long enough.
Do what?
It's like, y'all ain't long enough.
Right?